Hey, beautiful Taurus, welcome to Free Spirited Tarot Guidance. This is a general read today for Taurus, no matter where that falls in your chart, with the intent of offering you some of the wisdom that the tarot has to give. Taurus, if you don't find a message in today's story for you, just check out one of your other readings or one of the other aspects of your chart. Guys, thank you so much for liking the videos, hitting subscribe, and especially for leaving me your beautiful comments. I love hearing from you, and it helps me connect with your energy. It also helps me and anybody else putting out free content on YouTube, because your interaction helps the videos to grow and helps the channels to grow, so everybody appreciates it. All right, Taurus, let's dive in and see what's coming towards you. Oh my goodness. Will you look at that? Your card of the Hierophant. How funny. Well, it's definitely your reading, Taurus, or anyone that identifies with that beautiful Taurian personality. The Hierophant, to me, is all about evolving to a higher level of personal development. Look at him smiling there, and there's that staircase towards the light. This is when we know we're about to kick an important lesson in life, or we're firmly on our way to it. So that's beautiful. In a literal sense, Taurus, the Hierophant, can mean learning, any kind of higher learning, increasing your skills. You might be getting right to the end of some kind of study course or something like that. Also, tell me more. We'll get a general overview out here, Taurus, and then I'll clarify for details with a different deck. Eight of Wands, communication coming in towards you. Now, this can often be called Cupid's arrows of love, because they are the Wands suit, which means a whole lot of passion. Look how fast those wands are flying through the sky. This is something positive coming towards you to let you know about something. I keep feeling like saying some kind of result, so you might be waiting for some kind of result. Otherwise, any kind of communication that you're waiting on, that's an indication that it's coming in. With a whole big cup of love. We do have the Ace of Cups here. This is straight up a love offer. So that's what could be coming in with this communication and Cupid's arrows of love. Sorry, I'm laughing. That's just such a beautiful way to start off any reading. Taurus, the Ace of Cups can also mean self-love. So if you've been on a journey of self-development, and that can mean anything at all. You know, maybe you've just finished a retreat, you've been doing a lot of meditating, you've been physically getting yourself into shape, eating healthy, whatever it is. This indicates to me often someone who's giving themselves a whole heap of love, which interestingly, hey, that's when love comes on in towards us, because we attract what we are. I didn't coin that saying. Thanks, Wayne Dyer. Nine of Cups, Taurus. Beautifully positive reading so far. This is your wishes coming in. Look at her with her rainbow dress on there, just leaping off from a treasure chest into all those cups, which are her wishes. Looks like they're just about to be filled with this cup of love here. Beautiful. And whether that's you filling your own cup, or someone or a situation coming in to fill it, it's just the straight up wishes coming true card. I love it. Seriously, look at this, Taurus. The Nine of Cups, the wish card, the star, another wish card. Whatever you've been manifesting, I don't know why it's making me giggle. It's just so happy. This reading has just got so much happy, kind of buoyant, enthusiastic energy to it. The star card, this is Aquarius energy here. This is about holding the faith, manifesting, hoping that your wishes are coming in, which it looks like they are with the Nine of Cups here. The star card is also all about healing. It's when we reach a phase where we know we've healed enough from a journey to get to the point where we're manifesting again, and we've got a lot of hope again. And yeah, there's a really childlike quality to this reading. It might be this Hierophant's face here on your card, which is just beautiful. Look how happy it is. This is an extremely happy reading so far. Love it. Who flipped over there? The moon, this is interesting, central to your reading. Pisces or Cancer energy here with the moon. You might have recently been delving deep, and by that I mean within yourself. With the Hierophant and the Star card, it does look to me like I'm speaking to somebody today who has definitely been doing quite a lot of work on themselves. Now, this is all about things that might be hidden in your subconscious. Looking at your light side and your shadow side with the two wolves there, but kind of feeling like you're drowning in that, drowning in your emotions. This can also indicate things that are hidden surrounding you that you're not quite sure of. So, Taurus, it's very likely that you could have this love offer can be coming in, this communication, these wishes that you've wanted, all surrounding you, and you know nothing about it because you've been in this moon energy. Let's clarify to find out more. That's fascinating. Nine of Wands. This is the Wounded Warrior card. The thing is, with the Wounded Warrior card, look at her standing there. She has stood back up, brushed herself off, and she's ready to take the final step over that fence into the end of a cycle. So for you, I feel like today doing this with the Hierophant, which is pushing yourself towards a higher level of development, with the moon going deep inside and looking at your internal landscape in order to learn about yourself and learn what needs to be dug out. And by that I mean, triggers, whatever this situation was that's left you feeling wounded. And at this stage, we'll find out more when we clarify, but this could be anything. When we're in this stage, when we're feeling battered and bruised and wounded, that is the stage where we need to go inside, because it's usually because we've been in a situation that seriously triggered us. So we know that relationships do that, right? We often get into relationships where that person shows us something in ourselves, triggers it, that triggers fights. Any kind of relationship that's what leaves us in that Wounded Warrior phase, and that's what it looks like you've been digging out, or you're about to. Two more before we clarify. Eight of Cups. This is walking away from something in order to walk towards the sun. So Taurus, we're getting to the crux of the story here. So you've perhaps done this recently, you're about to do it, or you've done it in the past, walked away from a situation, let it burn. This card always reminds me of doing ceremonies, when you write down on a piece of paper anything that's bothering you, any issues, and you burn it. Just burn it away, leave it behind. That's what she's doing, and she's walking towards the sun. And for you, Taurus, the sun, she's walking straight towards this Ace of Cups, straight towards this love, straight towards these wishes. So we'll find out more. It could be walking away from a situation, or it means that you're finally ready to walk away from this past. Yeah, here we go again with another walking away card. Now we'll find out what this is, but the Seven of Swords is kind of all about sneaking away from something, or it's something being hidden from you, or this can be someone who's exhibiting some kind of deceptive, sneaky behavior, lies. We do have the moon here again. We have the moon here central to your reading. Taurus, there's something hidden right now in your life that I feel like you're trying to get to the bottom of. Let's find out more. Clarify the Hierophant. Whoa, the Magician and the Tower. So this leveling up here with the Hierophant, this is helping you move forward into the Magician. Now, as an archetype, as a major arcana in the tarot, the Magician is when we're learning how to co-create with the universe. It's when we're learning how to harness our own power and manifest our own life so that we live life rather than letting life live us. It's a magical card, the Magician, and I love to see it come out. I think what you've recently manifested, or what you're about to, Taurus, is a massive change with the beautiful Tower here. This is not a scary card, though that whole castle turret there is blowing to smithereens. And there's all that lightning, everything's coming crashing down. That is clearly what you need in order to level up to this next stage that the Hierophant is suggesting. And in order to go into your full power, the Magician is an extremely powerful character coming out with your card. Taurus, this is you. This is what you're aiming to do. It's what you've recently done. But it's come on the back of, or you will need to allow for this change to come on in. Now with the Tower, another major arcana here. We do have quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana on the board. That means quite a big life circumstance that you've been going through or what you're headed towards. Whereas the minor arcana are kind of like the steps that are taken or the day-to-day things towards that. This is a huge change, Taurus, and it's definitely for the better, but there's something here that needs to be unearthed, discovered, or walked away from first. Or that's what you've recently done, and that's how you know there's a message in this for you today. Clarify the 9 of Cups. Oh, wow. We do have the Star Car again. Star Car? I don't know why that came out. Wow. Twice on the board, the Star Car card. Unbelievable. With the 9 of Cups. Look at this again. Before we got the 9 of Cups and the Star came out straight after it. Now we've got the Star clarifying the 9 of Cups. It's just so beautiful. There's so much healing with this big change and with this Tower that's coming in or that you've just had. So if you're right now kind of floundering around in the aftermath of this Tower, which is often when we do watch tarot readings because we're kind of shell-shocked because we've received such a big change, you might have found out something that was hidden. You might have just been having quite an ordeal going inward and looking at your subconscious, whatever it is. 2 star cards on the board, Taurus. This is just healing. I love the way this card depicts the star because look how she's tipping out that water. This is you tipping out all of the emotions of the past, feeling them, letting them swirl around, letting them wash over you and letting them go. Letting everything go. That's what the star card represents because that's when we heal. When we get to that point, we let everything go. So as I said, Taurus, this could be a situation that you've needed to walk away from. And that could be in anything at all, and that's why that Tower's come in. Or this Tower has been your personal circumstance, and you've had lightning bolt epiphanies about yourself and about your situation, and it has activated this huge healing phase, which is bringing in your wishes, which is just beautiful. Clarify the Star. Oh my gosh, way too many cards there. Whole lot of word vomit from the tarot. Yeah, total victory. 6 of Wands coming in here. This is the card of Leo, and this is just being completely victorious over whatever you've been battling with, and you have been battling with something here with the 9 of Wands. You do feel wounded. As I said, you could be battling with getting to the end of your healing phase after a dramatic situation, or within yourself. But this is victory, Taurus. You're coming through the other end, and you're completely heading towards your wishes. It's rare that I see 2 star cards on the table with the 9 of Cups. That is totally incredible. And with the Hierophant, you're receiving victory. This card here, look at him. He's standing in the middle of a group of people. They're all applauding for him. They're clapping. They're going, yay, look what you've done. To me, it looks like he's defeated some kind of demon with that head in the bubble. That's what this card always makes me feel. So whatever demon you've defeated, whether it's your own internal demons or whether it's a situation that was... There's something murky here, Taurus. There's something murky with the 7 of Swords and the Moon. We'll find out more in a second. But your wish has been to be victorious over this situation, and that is exactly what this reading says that you will be. And of course you will be. You know what I mean? No matter what situation you are in life, our lives just follow seasons. You know, there's summer, winter, spring, it just keeps going round and round and round. Unfortunately, those winter seasons where we feel wounded and we're in the dark seem to last for much longer, which in reality isn't often true. They're just a lot harder to deal with, obviously. Coming out with the Eight of Wands, we do have the Two of Wands. I feel like someone's made a decision here, whether that's you or another person. This is someone waiting to kind of like at a fork in the road. And I have a feeling that whatever you've been waiting for or whoever you've been waiting for, so if you've been waiting for a person to come in with this Ace of Cups, and this does look like what you're walking towards, you might have been waiting on communication, and this indicates this person has made a decision, or this is you making a decision to communicate about this murky hidden situation. Or Taurus, just remember these situations can always be reversed. Obviously, it just doesn't matter really what side you're on. You know what resonates with you and what might be helpful to you to be able to take from a tarot reading. Clarify the moon. Don't get too caught up on signs or labels or anything. If a particular story resonates with you, that's the feeling that you're looking for. Wow, whoa. The cards are flying. And now we have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, there's definitely a decision happening, and it has got something to do with something really stable, committed, and incredible with the Ten of Pentacles here. This is the card that ticks all the boxes. Now, no scenario ever does that, but this gets pretty close. The Ten of Pentacles is when we're feeling like we're in that happily ever after phase. This is you going from the 9, from feeling wounded, to the 10 and having a successful outcome, whatever situation it is that you're in, Taurus. After you make a considered decision, this is balancing everything, juggling options in order to make sure we take the right fork in the road. That's the message I keep getting through now with this reading. There seems to be a fork in a road, and you can take one way or the other. And one way most certainly, there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Look, here's your pot of gold, and there's you jumping into the rainbow with your rainbow dress on. So one of these avenues leads to this beautiful outcome of the Ten of Cups, which just is anything at all, Taurus, that represents abundance to you. Anything at all, whether that's a relationship or a business venture or material abundance, a new house, anything at all. Nine of Pentacles. Your energy again here, Taurus, and the Ace of Swords. Wow, the plot is thickening with this story. I love to see the Nine of Pentacles. You've been wounded, Taurus. This is what these cards say, because this looks like you've recently become single. By recently, now, timing means something different to every single one of us. You could have had an extremely bad relationship breakup 2 years ago, so it still feels recent to you in terms of the wounds that you've been healing, and you have definitely been healing wounds here. Star card, Tower, Hierophant, the Nine of Wands. Someone here has been healing wounds after a big dramatic change. But you're becoming, or you have become, the Nine of Pentacles. This is a single person, usually, who is rocking their stuff. This is a person who's independent and knows that they don't need anybody else to be happy. This is beautiful, grounded earth energy here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, your own energy. This is someone who's grounded. They're doing their own thing, man, and they don't care what anyone else thinks. That's what the Nine of Pentacles is doing. Now, this is coming out with the incredible Ace of Swords. How beautiful. This is the most authentic, truthful, clear card in the deck. The Ace of Swords is a brand new beginning. You now have 2 aces on the board. You are headed towards a brand new beginning that is the opposite to what this moon and the Seven of Swords represent. Look at all that murkiness, people trying to sneak away under the cover of dark. She's kind of drowning in the dark. It's kind of like drowning in secrets, drowning in things that are hidden, not being able to find your way out. Taurus, this might mean for you that becoming this single independent person by cutting through any of that hiddenness, any crap I've got coming into my mind, gaslighting, manipulation. You might have been dealing with a person who was trying to pull a wool over your eyes, or a situation whereby someone was trying to get away with something and you needed to cut it out with the clarity of this Ace of Swords in order to start a new beginning. That might have created this huge tower moment here, or this is what's coming towards you. But it's definitely the fork in the road. That's what I want to say. That is the right way to go in this situation that I'm reading for here. Walking away from whatever is murky, dark, secretive, manipulative, anything that's made you feel confused or anything like that. That's the fork in the road that you don't want to keep going down. Don't keep heading towards the dark. Leave the dark alone and head towards the light. That's what this reading is saying. Now, as I said, if this is a self journey, sometimes we need to dig around in the dark. We need to find out what's hidden inside ourselves so we can learn lessons. But that changes quite a lot. That's one thing to do it with ourselves. When we do that with other people, we're heading into dangerous ground because it's up to them to deal with their issues and their shadow side. We can't change it. We can't fix it. Taurus, you are such a nurturing, beautiful person. You will help anyone. You will give anybody the shirt off your back, sometimes to the detriment of yourself, though. So if you keep floundering around in someone else's shadow side, which is kind of what that Seven of Swords represents. This is someone who's behaving in their shadow side, trying to sneak away with things for self-serving purposes, maybe lying, maybe deceiving you. I'll just need to show you these before we clarify, because it just enhances what I was saying there. This is you walking away from this shadowy personal situation towards love. So with the 2 twos on the board and the decision that needs to be made, the advice from the tarot here for you is, when you're standing at that fork on the road, choose the one that looks absolutely clear, truthful, and not murky. Choose the one that is stable and grounded with your own energy here. I hope this is making sense, Taurus. Clarify the Ace of Cups. Da-da, goosebumps. Clarifying the Ace of Cups, we have the Ace of Cups. Taurus, you definitely have a love offer coming in. Wow. How often do you see that, hey? How absolutely beautiful. Taurus, again, it could be self-love. It could be all the self-love you've been giving to yourself. Has given you total clarity, has put you in your grounded self, your higher self, after so much personal development. But mainly, Taurus, this is a beautiful romance coming on in. This is love coming on in. It's a love that could be hidden from you for now because you've been going through this situation. This reading at the moment, hang on, clarify the Eight of Cups. Let's see what we're walking away from. Okay, that's so obvious. And I don't mean to laugh, Taurus. For some reason, there are some heavy elements to this reading, but I keep feeling still like I want to giggle. I feel like this is going to make you a bit giddy in such a happy way. It's going to just help you, lift you up from this situation. And it's going to be a giddy situation, like one of those moments where you go, this is so amazing. And it's going to feel clear and truthful. It's going to have integrity, Taurus, not like this murky situation. Looks like this murky situation that you're walking away from is the Knight of Wands here. Now, the Knight of Wands, this can simply mean action towards something passionate and creative, but Taurus, in a reading like this, and given that it's coming in with you needing to walk away from this is generally a person that comes in and out of your life, Often tarot card readers call this the player, which it is. This is a person that just rushes in and out of your life, lights that flame a little bit, and then just goes back out and does what they want, and then comes back in when they're bored. You might have been dealing with someone like that. You might have been dealing with quite a few people like that. You might have been on the dating scene, and that's what's been happening, and you're just sick of it and you're over it, and it has plunged you into looking at yourself and wanting a higher love. Taurus, the higher love situation that comes with this 10 of Pentacles, the emotional soulmate connection that comes with this Ace of Cups. This looks to me like the end of either dealing with someone who's exhibited those player type behaviors. This is coming also with the Seven of Swords. So this is, again, someone that lies to get their way. So just in a practical example, this is someone who's, saying they're not seeing other people, but they are. All of that kind of stuff. Can be someone who's got one of those, I'm absolutely not a psychiatrist, but, narcissistic tendencies, cluster B type personalities who just are running around the world, pumping up their egos, all that kind of stuff. Just people who are really in their shadow side and haven't taken a step on this path towards the Hierophant, which you have, Taurus. So that's what you need to walk away from. And I know that can be very hard. You can feel very entangled in a situation like that, especially if someone is confusing you and you're not sure what to believe. You're not sure whether to believe them. There's your sign right there, Taurus. There's your red flag. If you're not sure if you can believe someone, you probably can't believe them. You're very intuitive. Just walk away. Just walk away from the situation. Don't second guess yourself. You've got something so beautiful here. Oh my gosh, I've got that beautiful heart feeling. Again, that giddy feeling. My heart's just expanding. Look at that heart expansion. Yeah, that felt so right. So if this resonates with you, Taurus, it felt so right then for me to say that, to walk away from any behavior, anyone that's lied to you, deceived you, operating in that kind of in and out of your life energy. You deserve so much better than that. Of course you do. And it's coming on in. Your wishes are coming on in. Let that tower fall on that situation, whatever it is for you. Wow, anything more? Wow. 5 of Cups coming out there. Anything more for Taurus? Any more advice? Anything more on the 5 of Cups? More on that. Taurus, okay, so this reading could keep going for a long time. It's already going for a long time. With the 3 of Cups and the 5 of Cups here, it does, again, this has just come up. It does look like there has been a situation here where someone has not been respectful of your feelings. Someone might have cheated. There could be some kind of third-party interference here that has left you feeling quite emotionally wounded, feeling really sad, Taurus. If you're in this position right now, I absolutely understand how you feel. That's really hard to deal with. Just know that season is going to change. Winter is going to turn into spring, and new beginnings, Taurus, are always waiting on the horizon. This reading is very strange to start on such a giggly high note and to end with perhaps how you're feeling right now or how you felt recently. There's such a contrast there, isn't it? But that is life, isn't it? We live in a dual world. To have great love, we often have to feel great sadness, and that's kind of the story that I'm looking at today. But there is so much hope on this table that it's incredible. 2 star cards. The Wishes Fulfill card. A brand new beginning in love, truth, and clarity. Self-love, and quite possibly a person coming in here, Taurus, with communication once you've made this decision. If you've already made this decision, looks like you're sailing away towards this beautiful new scenario. Taurus, that was an intense reading. I wish you the best of luck with this situation and sending you so many wishes, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Bye.